Hey, 5th grade, Mr. Madsen here, and I've got something I want to share with you. I'm calling it a guide for middle school. I designed it in order to try to answer some of the questions you may have about middle school. Just click on these tabs on the side, and the first tab is in the introduction. And it just gives a description about what this guide is, and there's a short video here that has a lot of really good information in it. The next tab is called Organization. One big difference between elementary school and middle school is that you will have more than one teacher. And each teacher is going to expect you to be responsible. You're going to need to remember things like when your assignments are due. You're going to need to remember your materials that you need for each class. And each teacher may have different rules or expectations, and you'll have to remember those as well. Okay, a planner and separate folders for each class can be really helpful for your organization. The next tab is time management. So in between those classes, when you're going between classes, you'll only have about 5 minutes. There's a bell schedule and you'll get to know it, but at first it's going to be a little overwhelming. To have your schedule written down inside your binder so that you know where you're supposed to be and at what time. Take a deep breath, let it out. It'll be overwhelming at first, but you will figure it out. This next tab is called Study Habits. This is an area that I wish someone would have talked to me about when I was in middle school. Being able to set goals and have an agenda and create planners and organize your studying time will help you be successful in middle school. One of the tips that I give you here is to find a buddy that you can study with that'll help you. You guys can set goals together and hold each other to that, and that will be very helpful. The next tab is called Coping Skills. So you've probably already thought about this, but your friend groups are going to change. Middle school is a lot bigger than elementary school. Some of your friends from Duncan will be in some of your classes, but not all. And you will learn to develop new friends. Some of the people you may play sports with, so you may already know them. It can be a little bit nervous and overwhelming to think about having new friends, new people that you have to meet. It's okay. You should have some ways, though, for dealing with stress. I give you 10 ideas here of how to deal with stress in the moment. You'll also have an opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities, things like sports or clubs or even dances. I encourage you to get involved because that's one way that you're going to make a lot of friends. The next section is called Reflection. It's important to take some time and think about all of the things that you've done. Set some goals, set some achievable objectives that you want to accomplish, and then revisit those as you go throughout the year. There's a video on this page that's called Fears and Faves, and it's middle schoolers talking about the things that they were fearful of and their favorite things in middle school. This last section is just a reference section. It just details information about each of the other sections, and it has links to the videos within this guide. So I hope that you find this guide helpful, and if you have any questions, you can always come see me, talk to Mrs. Behunin, or your teacher. Any of us would be glad to help answer any questions you have. Have a great rest of the year at Duncan. I look forward to hearing about your experience in middle school next year. Take care.